Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here, and well, before I begin today's video, I want to give you guys a quick heads up on, of course, my next convention that I'm going to be going to for this year. So yeah, just in case you are quite curious, I'm of course going to be coming back to my next convention, which, believe it or not, is of course my all-time favorite convention that I always love going to each year, which is of course Retro Game Con. That's right, I'm officially coming back to Retro Game Con this year, and I'm really excited to see how that'll go down for sure. That'll be taking place once again at the On-Center Convention Center up in Syracuse, New York, this time from October 7th through the 8th. I'm going to be there all weekend, and I'm going to be cosplaying again throughout the entire weekend as well. So yeah, I'm of course going to be cosplaying as Venti from Genshin Impact on Saturday, and of course, I'm following that up with, of course, Alan Stewart from My Next Life as a Villainous, All Routes Lead to Doom on Sunday for sure. So yeah, I'm really excited to be cosplaying in those two that are going to be for the convention coming up, and yeah, by all means, it is actually going to be a real fun time for sure. Again, I'm going to be there all weekend, and I'm going to be giving away business cards to help advertise my YouTube channel as normal, and yeah, that's just to name me a few for sure. So if you want a little bit more details, or of course where you can actually buy tickets, then all you gotta do is go to RetroGameCon.com with, of course, the link that's provided on screen, as well as, of course, the link down in the description box below if you want to check it out for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. So yeah, I'm excited to come back for sure, and by all means, if you see me at the convention that's coming up in less than a month from now, then by all means, come on up to me and say hi. Hope to see you all there. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this quick message, and of course, right up until then, I hope you enjoy my latest thoughts video on, of course, Netflix's live-action adaptation of the ever-popular manga and anime series of all time, One Piece. So yeah, enjoy the video and take care. Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and yeah, looks like, quite frankly, almost a week since after my last thoughts video that I did. Looks like I'm back at it once again with, of course, another one as of now. So yeah, I know it's actually been some time, and I know I've stated that I actually would, though I probably may or may not have stated in the last thoughts video that of course, I decided to take a few weeks off from, of course, seeing movies on the big screen as of now, and actually wind myself down a bit before my next movie that I'm slated to go see for sure, to which, yeah, quite frankly, my next one, Expendables 4, won't be out until, I think some point around later this month for sure, so yeah. I'll definitely get some things worked out on to finally go see that film for sure. But until that actually happens, I've actually decided to really take some time to myself, and of course I did think to myself, what can I do to help bridge the gap for, of course, what I need to do. Well, believe it or not, I think it has been a few months since after I took one of the latest pieces of content from that said streaming service. So I've decided to, of course, wind myself in and, of course, fire up Netflix and check out pretty much a certain show that just popped up well over a week ago that actually has been getting some really good responses for sure. So, yeah, I guess I kind of figured that's pretty much what I would do for sure, and boy, you would not believe what I'm actually in for talking about this show in particular for sure, so yeah. And I bet a lot of you guys are wondering, what is it that I decided to take a look at that I'm officially going to be talking about here today? Well, here's something that's rather unusual for sure. how about for this latest show that had just hit Netflix not too long ago, have it be a live-action adaptation of one of the most recognizable manga/anime of all time? Really sink your mind on that, and you might be thinking to yourself, wait a minute, a live-action anime adaptation on Netflix? That is actually good? Are we somehow hallucinating on this? Because that can't be right. I mean, that just can't be right. We all know live-action adaptations of anime turn out to be pretty crappy, to say the least. And I guess it's no big surprise Netflix has actually pretty much landed in that dumpster fire twice, for that matter. But a live-action adaptation that is actually, yeah, a live-action anime adaptation that is good? If that is something that you're thinking at the top of your head, that literally what me and everyone else had at first around the time it premiered, but trust me when I say it is actually for really, really, really good reason for sure. And of course, if you think I'm actually lying for saying that, well, you might suddenly realize that I am telling the truth after you see this show for sure, so. Alright, I think I might as well spill the beans right now for sure. In case you're actually quite curious, I've actually decided to fire up Netflix and take a look at their latest show that had just hit that platform well over a week ago. That's based off, of course, one of the most recognizable anime and manga series of all time, which is none other than One Piece. So yeah, that's officially what I'm talking about here today. It just hit Netflix not too long ago, and again, it is based on the ever-popular anime and manga series of all time. So yeah, looks like we're in for a real treat, of course, this one, and, well, I did manage to jump on board the bandwagon, and, well, here I am talking about it in the latest video for sure, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Alright, so before I could go ahead and talk about this latest adaptation, or should I say this latest live-action anime adaptation, I guess I might as well cut the chase right here and there. I guess a lot of you guys are wondering, do I actually have any strong connection with, of course, One Piece in particular, for sure? Do I actually watch the show or even know about the manga pretty much as well? Well, I think I might as well I think I might as well come clean on, of course, this one. And, well, to be fair, even though I have actually seen a lot of anime shows and movies, and not to mention I have been a big anime fan for sure, honestly, to me, One Piece is, of course, one of those anime series that, ironically enough, I never actually had the time to actually watch for myself for sure. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, I do hear really good things about One Piece for sure, and I do know the manga is, of course, been around for some time for sure, and let's not forget to mention the anime in particular has been going on for some time and still actually growing and evolving a whole lot more, and kind of makes sense on, of course, that front because it is actually one of the most recognizable anime that's done by Toei Animation. That Toei Animation, the same guys, the same anime studio that put together Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball, actually did a fine job with the One Piece anime, So yeah, I would actually talk about the anime, but sadly I never got to because, well, do you really want me to binge watch all 1,000 episodes of course, or I guess in this case, 1,000+ episodes of course, the anime itself? Really wrap your mind around that? I mean, yeah, I think if anything, going through Pokemon, even though that has the same amount of episodes for sure, that's pretty tolerable. But yeah, but going through all 1,000+ episodes of One Piece for me, that's just too much for sure. So, but hey, hopefully maybe later on down the road, I will actually pretty much get to watch the One Piece anime for sure. I mean, yeah, I mean, it is such a shame that I never actually got to see entirely, but hey, I still know he is, of course, pretty much recognizable for sure, and still has grown a lot of popularity for sure, and it's kind of like what I said last year when I did my thoughts video on Dragon Ball Superhero. I mean, I really like the movie for sure, even though, if anything, I never actually grew up watching Dragon Ball in particular for sure, so... But yeah, hopefully maybe later on down the road, I will finally have the chance to actually watch it for sure. But hey, I'm not ashamed to actually admit that for sure, since I have been a long-time fan of pretty much a good number of anime shows and movies I've actually seen for sure. And let's not forget to mention, I did showcase in one of my videos that I did, or I guess a few of my videos that I did, that I do have pretty much a plushie version of course, Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, to which, yeah, I think I should probably grab it. Hold on a second. Yeah, here it is, and yeah, here it is right here, and all it took is just one interesting jump cut to finally get to this one for sure. But hey, I still can't get enough of how adorable Monkey D. Luffy is as a plushie for sure. So yeah, and I guess I'll go ahead and put you. I'll go ahead and put this back in another jump cut. Hold on. There we go. So yeah, that wasn't that hard, is it? So yeah, I guess that is actually one thing revolving around One Piece in particular, yeah, or I guess One Piece from One Piece. Man, that sounded terrible. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's actually one thing I do have that does involve One Piece in particular. And oh yeah, let's not forget to mention, in terms of course, my cosplays that I actually got, I actually do plan on cosplaying Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece for sure. So yeah, that'll be quite interesting to see how that turns out for sure. So yeah, aside from that, never actually watch One Piece in particular for sure, but hopefully maybe later on down the road, I might actually plan on, of course, watching that anime for sure when I get the time for sure. Though it will be very tough for me to get all the, pretty much the entirety of the anime on DVD and Blu-ray because, again, over 1,000+ episodes? That's just too much for my mentality for sure. So yeah, but of course, stepping aside from all that, I guess in terms of the live-action anime adaptation that we recently got, I think I was a bit curious and yet very cautious at the same time to see how it goes because from the trailers, it definitely looks alright in particular, and nothing really anything that grand or amazing for sure, and let's not forget to mention, this is probably the third attempt that Netflix has actually tried to adapting anime into something for live action because, well, if anything, their live action version of Death Note didn't do very well, and of course, their interpretation of Cowboy Bebop got mixed results at best for sure, so yeah, I was a bit cautious to see on pretty much how they'll handle One Piece for sure. But of course, around the time it actually premiered, and of course with what I've seen on social media, I've heard a lot of people have been saying that, believe it or not, this version is actually really, really good for sure. Yeah, I'm not joking when I say so far from what I'm seeing, critics liked it, audience liked it, and even fans of One Piece actually, yeah, even fans of One Piece themselves actually really enjoyed this version for sure, and yeah, I guess upon hearing all of that, yeah, I've actually decided to finally jump on board on the bandwagon for sure, just to just to see, of course, if they're writing a particular and see on how it'll go from there. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did. I decided to fire up Netflix very recently, and I've decided to actually take a look at this version of One Piece for myself, just to see how that'll turn out for sure. And well, of course, I did manage to, of course, finish up watching that show all the way, and I guess a lot of you guys may be wondering, what do I think of this show now that I finally got the chance to see it? Well, believe it or not, when I actually see this, and you may think I'm going to sound hypocritical for me to say it, to which I'm not in particular. Because if you think I am hypocritical, then you're just out of your mind, man. But yeah, nevertheless, from my perspective, they were right in saying that this is actually really good, because to me, I actually surprisingly really enjoyed this one for sure. So yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind that I actually do side with a lot of people in saying this. I actually really enjoyed the live-action version of One Piece for sure. Everything from, of course, what I've actually seen, it really does work in particular, and pretty much with the previous live-action anime adaptations got wrong, this one actually got right for sure. So yeah, it is actually really, really incredible, and I really do enjoy it for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say of course, that front. Alright. Alright, so yeah, now that I've actually got the short version out of the way, I think I might as well go ahead and talk about everything that I need to talk about for sure. So for starters is, of course, the story for, of course, this show, and ironically enough, the story in this show is actually very similar to both the manga and the anime for sure. A group of, pretty much a group of pirates actually band together and actually sail off to actually find the, pretty much head off to the Grand Line to find the mystical treasure, which is known as One Piece, all while pretty much our lovable Monkey D. Luffy set out to, of course, meet his goal, which is, of course, to become king of the pirates. So yeah, pretty straightforward and pretty similar to both the manga and the anime, and with what I've actually seen, I actually do think the story in this show is actually brilliantly well done for sure. They don't just change, they didn't change things up to make it all the more repetitive for sure, and will alienate fans for sure. No, this one is actually much more faithful to both the manga and the anime for sure, to which I find it absolutely fascinating for sure. I really dig in, of course, what goes on story-wise, and I do love on how well it's actually structured out for sure. They don't just cram in the best moments all they can to make it feel all the more rushed. No, pretty much this show actually took its time to actually establish the story for sure, and how to structure out properly for sure, which actually makes it all the more engaging for sure. And I think this show really did nail the story, of course, that front entirely. And yeah, I actually feel myself investing, of course, what goes on for sure. It really does work very well to the show's advantage, and I really do admire, of course, what they've actually done for sure. So yeah, story-wise, I do think this show really nailed both the manga and the anime very flawlessly for sure. So yeah, and of course, for the writing, I have to say, yeah, of course, if anything, I do think the writing in this show is actually really spot on for sure. Again, I think they didn't make it as just a copy and paste of course, the manga and the anime for sure. And And yeah, we did get some nice callbacks to both the manga and the anime, and even some references for sure that we can easily recognize for sure, but it also took its time to actually do its own thing in particular while still staying true, of course, what has been given to us for sure. Yeah, I mean, if anything, don't get me wrong, some parts of the writing, I have to say, does kind of feel a little stale in some parts, like, you could have easily, cut some of those, out, and you would have no trouble whatsoever, but again, I really do, admire on how well written this, show is, entirely, and again, it took its time to, of course, establish on what's going on, and, how, pretty much, how, everything is gonna be resolved, for sure, So yeah, that's something I actually really do admire in the writing on, of course, this show. I think they really did an incredible job on that, and I'm actually impressed with, of course, what I'm actually seeing for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say for, of course, the story and the writing for, of course, this show for sure. Yeah, little parts of it could have been a whole lot better, but the rest is still absolutely incredible, and I'm impressed with, of course, what I've actually seen entirely, which actually makes it all the more incredible and yet very adventurous for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Alright, so now that I've actually got those two out of the way, I think I might as well talk about the next couple of things for sure, which are, of course, the characters. And yeah, I guess if anything, this show really did the characters justice for sure, and I think they really did bring on a really great amount of characters in, of course, this show. Not all of them in particular, but pretty much a good number of them that I easily find myself really pretty much connected with for sure, and I find myself very engaged on, of course, what's going on for sure. So yeah, and of course, on top of all that, they've got a really great sense of development that's been given to them for sure, and I do love the really strong personalities that they actually give to the characters. Again, very similar to both the manga and the anime for sure. Like, of course, I can't get enough of course, the lighthearted being from Monkey D. Luffy. I love the pretty much the great sense of development I got from Nami, and I do love the serious nature from Roanoa Zora, and of course the quirky and likable traits from of course Usopp, and let's not forget to mention the charming and likable character traits that's given to Sanji for sure. So yeah, again, that's just to name a few for sure, and I guess with all those, that actually does make the characters not only likable for sure, but also very much interesting at the same time for sure. So yeah, that's something I really do admiring, of course, in, of course, this show, and I think they really did the characters justice for sure, and I'm actually really impressed for, of course, what I've actually seen for sure, and of course, for another aspect, all the actors that came on board to play all these characters. My God, I say this show is very well casting for sure, because if anything, the actors they brought on to, of course, play all these characters for sure, my God, they actually did give out some really entertaining performances for sure. Yeah, everything from, of course, what I've actually seen, it is very well acted for sure, and yeah, pretty much their delivery and, of course, the way they want to represent the characters they are playing actually works very well, and I'm impressed with, of course, what I've actually seen for sure, and yeah, I think that's just to name a few entirely, and I think they really did a great job on, of course, that front for sure. So yeah, I'm really impressed with, of course, all the actors that they actually casting for sure to play all these characters for sure. I think they are really great fits to play all these characters, and they really give off some really great performances to make it all the more work for sure, which, yeah, actually really does make it all the more engaging to me. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what I can say for both the characters and the actors for sure. They're both really great, and I find myself really investing on, of course, what goes on for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Alright. Alright, so yeah. Now that I've actually got those two out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about? Actually, a whole lot for sure. So for starters is, of course, the visuals and the effects entirely, and I can tell on the visual standpoint alone, I think this film is really incredible in terms of its visuals for sure. Literally with, of course, what I've actually seen, I think the visuals and the effects, and of course, this in this series is actually very impressive entirely. Everything from, of course, the incredible landscaping from the islands, and of course, the great views of the ocean to help give us some really great world building, to which, yeah, by the way, I do think the world building, of course, this show is actually really well done for sure, and I find myself investing, yeah, very intrigued, of course, the entire world this show takes place in, for sure. Almost like I want to be in this world with these characters for sure, whether it be on one of the islands, or of course at sea with, of course, our main heroes for sure. So yeah, I think they really did an impressive job on, of course, that front. And of course, going back onto the visuals and the effects, that I have to say is actually very well done for sure. Everything from, of course, what I've actually seen, it really is really incredible, and really helps blend into, of course, the show's surroundings entirely for sure. And of course, a good number of CGI and of course effects that are actually used in this show is actually brilliantly well done for sure. And I really do feel like pretty much really does blend in, of course, everything that's gone on for sure. Probably a good example is, of course, when they showcase Monkey D. Luffy's pretty much stretching this for sure. Like, of course, when you actually see his arms, his legs, and even his neck, and of course his own limbs stretch around for sure, you really do feel like he really is stretching them all out for sure. Yeah. So yeah, that is actually really impressive, and I still can't get enough of course, on how well they master the gum powers that Monkey D. Luffy actually has for sure. Particularly his gum pistol, yeah, and yeah, that actually is actually really impressive, and it is one of the good examples I can give to actually help pretty much establish on, of course, how great the visuals and the effects are, and everything else from, of course, what I've seen from, of course, most of the other characters and stuff, and even some creatures and stuff entirely. And again, the excellent world building they put into it actually makes it all the more amazing for sure. And I really got myself invested with what goes on in the everything, the entire world of the show actually takes place in for sure. So yeah, that I have to say is, of course, brilliantly well done to me, and I think they did an incredible job on, of course, that front. And of course, the direction they give pretty much in every single episode for sure, to which excuse me, to which, yeah, I have to say the direction in this show is, that too is actually quite well done to me for sure. Obviously, the showrunners really wanted to put in a lot of hard-working effort to actually make this show work, and even the directors they brought on for each and every single episode really, excuse me, I have to say they really did an impressive job with, of course, what I've actually seen, and I actually really do think they really put a lot of strong amount of hard-working effort to actually make it all the more, to actually make it work. And yeah, that too I have to say is actually quite amazing for sure, which, yeah, is actually something I didn't actually quite expect, and I think this show really did justice for sure, of course, that front, So yeah, and of course the cinematography in this show, well, I mean, it's not bad by all means. Yeah, I mean, they could have actually given off some pretty much some much better camera shots for sure, but I still think it is quite passable to say the least for sure. Yeah, nothing anything that great or spectacular, but thankfully not terrible by all means, but still passable to say the least. And oh yeah, let's not forget to mention the action. I have to say that I have to admit, yeah, seeing how I completely forgot to mention that part from earlier. Yeah, that too I have to say is, of course, brilliantly well done to me. The action, of course, this show with some really great fight scenes for a show, for sure. Actually is quite amazing, and I actually got myself really invested with every single fight scene that actually happened for sure, which, yeah, actually, again, makes it all the more engaging, almost like I am actually begging for more for sure. And, of course, when we actually do get more of that after the show took its time to calm down from, of course, all the action, it still actually is quite amazing for sure. And oh yeah, let's not forget to mention, it also still match with, of course, the pacing the show gives for sure. To which, again, I do think is actually brilliantly well done for sure. And yeah, pretty much it actually does take its time to, of course, do what it needs to do, and yeah, still actually works very well to me, so yeah. And of course, going back after that, pretty much the editing, I have to say, again, I do think pretty much, unlike the cinematography, where I think it's actually passable, here I do think it actually does work, and of course, this front for sure. I do love on how well edited this show is for sure, and it actually is quite amazing to actually see everything that goes on for sure. Yeah, again, it took its time with some of the slow scenes that it needed to put out in every single episode, and it also needs to be fast and energetic for the action, and I do love the incredible combination for sure, to which, yeah, I still think actually works well, so yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I can say for, of course, this one, but of course, Diggy actually pretty much did both the manga and the anime justice and actually stayed faithful for sure. Abso-freaking-lutely. I think they really did nail it at the top of their head, and yeah, really does make it all the more engaging for sure, and I'm impressed with how well it actually turned out for sure, so yeah, I think that's what I can say, of course, that got front for sure, so yeah. Alright. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much everything that I can say for sure, so yeah, I guess overall, I guess there's no doubt in my mind, whether you be a pretty much an average show or moviegoer or a diehard fan, I guess there's no doubt in my mind that Netflix's adaptation of One Piece is an absolute delight for sure. Yeah. Everything they've actually done from, of course, what I've seen on my part, they really did an incredible job with, of course, what I've actually seen entirely, and yeah, it really did a fine job in actually staying true to both the manga and the anime pretty much the show is based on, to which, yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind that a lot of anime fans have been begging for a long time now, and we got it in this show for sure, which, yeah, is absolutely very delightful for sure, to which, yeah, makes me like this show even more for sure, so yeah. And I guess, if anything, I know Netflix really did mess up big time with, of course, their live-action adaptations of the other anime they've done for sure, like, of course, Death Note and Cowboy Bebop. But I guess for the case of One Piece, the third time is definitely the charm for sure. And yeah, like I said, they really nailed it for sure, and they really did stay faithful. Yeah, they really did stay faithful to both the manga and the anime entirely. So, to which, yeah, I guess in the end, still actually makes it all the more impressive for sure. So yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind that I highly recommend this show for sure. Yeah, it actually is something that I think you should definitely see for yourself. With, of course, the past live-action adaptations that came out beforehand, where they actually got wrong, Netflix's adaptation of One Piece actually got right for sure. So yeah, and of course, for the hang, I think they really did an incredible job on that, which yeah, I guess in the end, actually makes it a really incredible show, the hang, that I just couldn't get enough of for sure, and almost like I wanted more of course, all that for sure, so. And of course, I guess a good thing too, because for starters, I guess since after this, I do hope plenty of other studios out there that also want to do other live-action anime adaptations of some other manga and anime that's been around for some time, actually take note, of course, what One Piece did and see if they can implement that same amount of success for sure for years to come. To which, yeah, hopefully, if of course, if they can actually do that, then I think it might help pave the way for other upcoming live-action anime adaptations that also can be very good for sure. So yeah, I think it'll be kind of similar to, of course, what we're getting recently with movies based on video games for sure. I mean, yeah, I think we do know in the past, movies based on video games do have about mixed results to be absolutely terrible, but ever since the release of Detective Pikachu, now it looks like we're getting a whole lot of movies based on video games that are also really good. Yeah, they're almost on the same level as Detective Pikachu. Yeah, I mean, you name it, the Sonic the Hedgehog movies, the recent Super Mario Brothers movie, and of course, Gran Turismo, and oh yeah, the sequel to Angry Birds, to which, I guess if anything, the first Angry Birds movie can, of course, arguably be good, depending on your perspective. And, oh yeah, let's not forget to mention some exceptions as well, like, of course, the Mortal Kombat reboot from 2021, and of course, Uncharted for sure, and oh yeah, let's not forget to mention the upcoming Five Nights at Freddy's movie that's slated to come out next month for sure, and that's just to name me a few for sure, So yeah, I can definitely see that. I can definitely see the same thing for future live-action anime adaptations that are going to be coming up. Thanks to the release of course, One Piece on Netflix for sure. Now, if only I can still convince Disney to actually pretty much pick up on the same success as this show did and actually do a nice live-action adaptation of Amagi Brilliant Park. I'd be willing to make that happen. Yeah, I'm willing to, of course, knock on their door and demand them to make that happen with me involved for sure. Let that sink in entirely. So yeah, but I guess until that actually does happen, I guess if anything, I say this show is definitely well worth checking out for sure, and I do highly recommend it all the way. And of course, because of that, yes, by the way, I am proud to say that I'm giving Netflix's adaptation of One Piece a very solid 9 out of 10 as my final score. Definitely well worth checking out in the end, and I highly recommend it for what it is for sure, and trust me when I say that you'll definitely, once you actually do see this show for sure, I know for sure that you'll definitely be like Monkey D. Luffy, and you'll definitely come out wanting to become King of the Pirates yourself. So yeah, that's why I can't say, of course, that front. So yeah, if you actually want to see it for yourself, then by all means, go ahead and do so. All 8 episodes are currently up on Netflix as of now, so if you got the time, definitely binge watch this show for yourself. And I do hear that there is a strong possibility that we're going to get a season 2 of course, that show. So yeah, I'll be quite curious to see on how that'll go down for sure. But until then, definitely see this show for show for yourself. Trust me when I say it is one swashbuckling adventure that you definitely don't want to miss. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Alright. Alright, so I guess on that thought, that'll pretty much do exactly that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and by all means, what do you think of Netflix's live-action adaptation of One Piece? Do you really enjoy it just like I did, or do you absolutely hate it and think it pretty much betrayed both the manga and the anime entirely? Or do you think it's okay on, of course, that front? So yeah, let me know what you thought about in the comment section below. I would definitely love to know on what you guys think. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and well, I guess if anything, that's another thing from Netflix I could definitely cross off my list for sure. And I know I've got a lot of catching up to do in regards to stuff on streaming services, but we'll have to wait and see on, of course, that front if I'm not too busy. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff that I need to do, so I definitely need to get right on that. So yeah, I guess until my next thoughts video comes around, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with SamAttack4427's, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and the releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and showing support to me on both of my wish lists on Amazon and Right Stuff Anime, and even supporting me with my link on Streamlabs that you can find on my Twitch page. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.